Last weekend bore witness to yet another display of what's being dubbed Covidiots, as dozens of protesters in Australia hijacked Anzac Day, a national day of remembrance, to demonstrate against coronavirus restrictions. On Saturday 25th, around 75 demonstrators, including ex-servicemen and women, stood shoulder to shoulder in a park at Trafalgar train station in West Gippsland, Victoria, calling for an end to the lockdown. They claimed the government had gone too far in opposing rules on what the locals can do amid the pandemic, even going so far as to compare the government to Nazi Germany. Some placards read, "What did our Anzacs die for? Locking up healthy people is tyranny, and give our jobs back." Many of the demonstrators served or were related to people who served for their country, and frustrations grew from the inability to be able to honour them due to social distancing. Ex-serviceman Topher Field, the individual responsible for leading the event, said the government's restriction had taken freedom away from Australians. He said in a live stream video of the protest, "Who would have thought in our own free country we would have to risk fines to gather and honour Anzac Day?"
Thank you, Terry. And thank you to each and every one of you for coming here on this beautiful day to exercise your rights in this park. Who would have thought that in our own free country we would have to risk fines in order to gather and honour Anzac Day?
Despite 4 police cars present, the protest continued for more than an hour. A Victoria police spokesperson told Australian outlet 7 News that officers attended a demonstration but no infringements were issued. She added, "However, investigations continue and police will be issuing fines to the organisers." Since the video went viral, the protesters have been slammed by many as disrespectful. One woman wrote, "Actually shaking with rage over this right now. While people all over the country were holding peaceful driveway vigils this morning, these absolute stains decided that the Anzacs apparently fought for their right to spread disease to small regional towns." Lastly, Victoria has imposed the harshest coronavirus restrictions in Australia. On-the-spot fines of $1,652 have been given to anyone breaking coronavirus regulations, which require people to stay inside unless leaving for work and education, exercise, food shopping, care reasons, and other extenuating circumstances. Speaking of Covidiots, this next set of people blame 5G for the pandemic. Listen to this.
What we're seeing with these cases in Wuhan, we've all seen it on social media, is these people suddenly just fall over and they have a dry cough. I have never seen a patient be walking along, doing their own thing, and suddenly fall over because they've got pneumonia. It just doesn't happen. However, it does happen with 5G. And going back to 5G, I just want to say what this does. There hasn't been significant safety studies. This has been admitted in Congress in America on 5G. But what 5G actually does, it absorbs oxygen, and that's really important to know. So on your oxygen molecules, the little electrons, with 5G, they start to oscillate. So this 5G is absorbing the oxygen, and then your hemoglobin can't take up the oxygen. So how long do you think it's going to take the human body to fall over because it suddenly cannot take up oxygen into the cells? Every cell in the body needs oxygen. It's not going to take very long. It's probably not even going to take a minute. No. It's going to take seconds. So remember what I said at the beginning of this. 5G was rolled out in Wuhan in the autumn of 2019.
It was the test area, wasn't it?
It was the test area. Yeah. And this is not in mainstream media.
Conspiracy theories linking the rollout of 5G towers to the spread of the coronavirus has instigated the attack and arson on multiple cell towers last week in the UK. EE, O2, Free and Vodafone, the top 4 major UK mobile operators, issued a joint statement asking for help to stop people burning 5G towers. The online conspiracy theories that link the spread of the coronavirus with 5G have gathered momentum on both Facebook and Nextdoor, despite the fact there's no scientific evidence to suggest a link. In their joint statement, the top 4 operators said, "Sadly, we have experienced cases of vandals setting fire to mobile masts, disrupting critical infrastructure and spreading false information suggesting a connection between 5G and the COVID-19 pandemic. There is no scientific evidence of any link between 5G and coronavirus." Fact. They add, not only are these claims baseless, they are harmful for the people and businesses that rely on the continuity of our services. They have also led to the abuse of our engineers and, in some cases, prevented essential network maintenance taking place.
Take 5G ones.
But you're not supposed to be within 2 meters of each other, and you're supposed to be essential. Is this essential work?
I think so. I don't know. He just sent me to do the job. I just can't.
So I don't understand. It's not essential, and you don't work for the NHS. So why are you doing it? Does it not negate the government's guidelines?
Yeah, if you want to make a complaint.
Who do I complain to? Who's your boss?
I have a number for a courtesy board where is the white van and the red barriers. If you want to call.
But do you know what you're doing there? You're laying 5G.
Yeah.
You realise that, don't you? Yeah?
Yeah.
So you know that kills people. You know when they turn this on, it's going to kill everyone, and that's why they're building the hospitals.
Yeah, but
How do you feel? Do you have children?
No, I'm young.
Do you have parents?
Just my mum.
Well, how do you feel that when they turn that switch on, bye bye mama, are you content to continue doing that job? Are they paying you well enough to kill her? You've just admitted that you're laying 5G, so that's basically why we're all inside, why you've got free reign of London. No?
Everybody is one 5G.
Well, everyone will be dead, so who's going to be playing on the internet and who's going to be on their PlayStations? We'll all be in hospital with on breathing apparatus. Why do you think they're building 25,000 sort of concentration camps of death in the London Excel right now? It's because of this wire here. I'm not having to go at you guys. I'm just saying, like, honestly, that's exactly what you're doing. It's dangerous. I just wish that, you know, I'm happy that you've told me what you're doing, but ultimately I'm just so, yeah, it's a disgrace. Not for you guys, but that wire is, it's not for everyone. It's not going to be for everyone.
Speaking to The Verge, Vodafone confirmed that 4 cell towers were targeted in a 24-hour period on Friday the 3rd, and EE said that one tower in Birmingham didn't even provide 5G services but was set on fire regardless. YouTube has now said that it will suppress content promoting false 5G coronavirus conspiracy theories in a bid to stop the spread of disinformation. The severity of the situation is as such. As the country battles with the ongoing pandemic, attacks on critical national infrastructure threaten the ability to communicate effectively. Therefore, such unfounded theories should be ignored.
If you want more Tomo in your life, click the subscribe and bell button so you get notified when a new video is up. Thanks for watching Tomo News.